Hi, I'm Chris Haig and this is the Fiddle Channel, and today we're going to play Unforgettable. Unforgettable was a request for Wanda, one of my supporters on Patreon. This is a song recorded by Nat King Cole in 1951. It is not the song by French Montana, which has the same name. I'm going to show you the basic melody, a few ideas for shaking up the melody and improvising, and I'm going to look briefly at the mystery of what key it's in. And you might say, why can there possibly be a mystery about this? Maybe we'll come to that. Okay, so it's a medium to slow tune. I'll just go through the first couple of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're doing the first part in first position, and the phrasing of that, as with all these things, the phrasing is variable, but unforgettable, that's what we're trying to imitate. So I think for this particular phrase, at least once you should do it just like that. And then that is a quarter note triplet. And quarter note triplets are really useful for this kind of tune, a slow to medium tune. And they're useful to add to bits of melody that don't have them already, and to add to your solo. But you can also take them out if you want. So it could be... that would work just as well. But I think at least one or two of these should be proper quarter note triplets. And I did a video on how to count a quarter note triplet, because it may feel obvious to you, or it may feel really difficult to work out how to play that, but it is actually fairly simple. Now, what I often do with a long note, which is an open string, I will go into third position deliberately, in order to get a slide up to it, which is a lot harder with a fourth finger, or impossible with an open string. And it gives you a better vibrato as well. Next line. Phrase like that, you've got identical rhythmic phrasing for those two phrases. So maybe you should change the second phrase somehow. So just adding a bit of syncopation. And then you've got this long bar with nothing happening apart from one note. So you might do a little bit of variation. Just to bring you back to that note. This is exactly the same as before. Okay, then the ending two lines. And then the last line. And then you may or may not notice, and in fact I played this tune for years without ever noticing, it suddenly changed key. So all the way through it appeared to be in C. It started on a C. The phrases kind of ended on Cs, but That is very definitely telling you, yes, it's in F. Where did that come from? If anyone has an explanation for that, then please do let me know. Whether that last line was an afterthought, whether it was a mistake, whether it is something complex going on that I'm unaware of, I don't know. But you don't need to know this, but I'm interested to know why it suddenly appears to change key at the end. And does so smoothly without you really noticing. Okay, I'm going to play all the way through, staying pretty close to the melody, but this time with the backing. Now, a couple of things. One thing I did do quite a lot there was what I call the soft tone. So the soft tone you get by lowering the pressure, first of all, of the bow, and also of the fingered note. So just by experimenting with, let's do it on a B. So that's bow pressure, and here's finger pressure. Here, all those kind of harmonics will come out in a fairly unpredictable way. So that makes those long notes more interesting. So by the end of that note, I was doing actually a clean harmonic. I will also do a vibrato on these long notes, which starts off with no vibrato at all. And towards the end, I lighten the pressure and I speed up the vibrato. That gives the long notes some interest. You can also fill all those long notes. And here, fairly unusually, we've got 2-bar C diminished chords. So it's a good idea to know what a diminished chord is. And I should really do a whole video on the diminished chord. But here I'm just going to tell you that there's 2 approaches to a diminished chord. You can play the arpeggio, which is what I usually do. And the diminished arpeggio is built on a stack of minor thirds, so every interval is a minor third. And there are only 3 different ones to learn because of well, I won't explain why, but it's not quite as, you don't have to learn a diminished for every single chord, put it that way. So just learn a few of those patterns, both just the simple arpeggio and or something like that, or you can do the scale where we're going up. That interval, da da da. We're doing the same thing again, da da da. So it's just the same set of intervals symmetrically going up or down. So I won't explain in any more detail than that, but if you're going to improvise over that diminished, you do need to know what's going on there. And you can do something similar on the D. It's kind of an opportunity to put a few little fills in there. Okay, so one more time through the melody, and this time listen to the soft tone and listen to what I do with the diminished chords. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like a copy of the sheet music for the basic melody, do subscribe to the channel, send me an email, and I will send you a PDF. And if you'd like to get hold of all of my PDFs in one go, they're all on my Patreon page. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.